time to post the link in a few places, and then wait for a few people to get here. Decided to kick things off a little earlier today, only by about 5 minutes, just so we can give time for people to see the message and get in. Alright, let's see. A few more places to drop the link. Place. Hello! Hello there, Jack. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's always nerve-wracking getting the links posted in all the right places and making sure you're not like sharing them in spaces where people have said it's not okay. I always get that sort of pit of the stomach kind of thing. Yeah, some chats aren't really cool with it. It's alright. Me being quieter, I never really intended to be speaking over this particular audio channel. Oh yes, and most importantly, there is one more person I need to send the link to. Unless he's snuck in upon seeing the announcement. I think that is everyone and everywhere, so we'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I will get the game booted up. How am I sounding now compared to it? Is it still pretty loud compared to me? Hopefully I can still be heard over this. But it shouldn't matter too much because again, this is just the pre-stream stuff. Oh, so it was all on your end. Yeah. So, funny story. I've put this particular track on because it sounds like it should be from Kingdom Hearts, or sounds similar to some of the stuff in Kingdom Hearts, but it's not. It's from Mario and Luigi It's one of the Mario and Luigi games. It's the Partners in Time. I think it's the only one that hasn't received a remake as of yet, which is a bit, or like hasn't been done in the updated style that they start doing them in. But I believe the composer was the same person who composed I think it's the composer at least, composed the music for Kingdom Hearts. And they have a very similar like style between them, and a lot of the other like the soundtrack between all of these games has a very similar kind of sound to it. Yeah, it was one of the RPG ones. Yeah, it's one of the more overlooked ones as well, because I don't... While they're all pretty good games, I think out of all of them, it's probably, like, the most disappointing one. Like, it doesn't quite... I don't know, like... It seems like they had to throw in a bunch of DS gimmicks, because it was on the DS, not the Game Boy Advance. And then, by about the third one, Bowser's Inside Story, they'd kind of got it, like, fixed. It was nice and balanced. They knew the right amount of DS exclusive features to add to it. Though the giant battles in that weren't my favourite. Then again, I think it's because, like, the only real time I had to play my DS at the time was when I was on the bus to college. So, I'd be, I was a bit, like, pressed for space, because it was usually quite a crowded bus. Oh dear, now I'm thinking about crowded buses, and, what it was like before the lockdown. I mean, the buses are still crowded now, but... yeah, it's just one of those things, I suppose. I don't think I could... Even though it's only been a couple of years, I can't remember what life was like before this. And then, once they say we actually do have the all clear, and once, like, the majority of the world is vaccinated and all that, we're going to be in a state where I'm going to be like, no, I can't live on the outside! Like, I'm even planning on negotiating with my boss to see if I could work out some kind of work schedule where I go in a couple of days and then work from home. Because I'm sure there's some stuff that they'll be having me doing where I don't necessarily need to be in for it. Because it also saves me having to move to Sheffield, which... well, it's not that I don't want to move, it's... I'm kind of happy where I am. It's very affordable where I am, and to route that up, to pay a bit more just to be a bit closer to work, when there's a perfectly good bus route and train, like, nearby, yeah. It's a no-brainer, really. Like, I can stay here, I can actually afford to save money while I'm here, whereas if I move to Sheffield, like, my savings would be diminished. So, yeah, and also it means that, like, aside from my savings, I've still got a bit more disposable income, so I can buy new games or, like, other stuff. Like, so, yeah, it's really good on that part. It's definitely means I can also, like, get some stuff that make cooking manageable for me, since, you know, I have, like, issues, well, you know, Jack, that I have issues in the kitchen. Like, the stress really does get to me. Yeah, the remote working's quite good, although the only thing is, there's not a lot of variety in what to do with the remote working. Like, all they've, like, it seems to be like 1 week, they've got me trawling the stock graphic websites we've got subscriptions to, and then grabbing and editing the images to work on the platform, then doing a little bit of work on the platform itself. Then the next week, it's video. And while I don't mind the videos, I can get particularly frustrated with them, because they're a bit too scripted for my liking, and every time I flub, I just get really angry with myself. Like, I shouldn't get that, like, frustrated, but you see, unfortunately, I'm like the messiest perfectionist in the world. Like, I have that horrible itch that I've got to be perfect, but I'm also like very like heavy-handed and very clumsy, so like I'll just bumble through things. And it's constant constant pain. Anyway, I think it's about time I started, so I'm just going to cut the music and begin. So let's just open it up. Like Epic Games, every time I minimize it, it seems to keep going to its store. Okay, this should be picking up now. That's alright, take your time. I'm just gonna get straight into it. I think for the price I paid for this, it's really good value, and they gave me a partial refund because I paid full price. I actually only found out about the partial refund because I was searching to see if anyone had anything to say about these ports on, I think it was like day 2 of its release, because you know someone's probably just blasted through the entire game. Right, just turning on the chat so that I can see it in here, but it seems to be... yeah, there we go. Right, going to load up. Right, I'm going to leave this place as soon as I can. Just going to make sure it's turned down a bit on my end as well. Okay, on to Olympus. Olympus Colosseum. Olympus Colosseum. Olympus. I don't know why, that just tickles me. Yeah, oh. I really do need to go into that gummy menu and build a ship that's faster. I keep neglecting it because I can just lose hours to the gummy ship building portion of this game. It's not even that in-depth, it's just making something that looks cool and flies. Well, they all fly, but... yeah, been a bit hesitant to start doing anything about that. Which is obviously why I'm getting hit by all the rocks. But that's it, Kingdom Hearts over. Saw it hit a meteor. Or an asteroid, to be correct. Oh wow. I was going to say, I don't remember this bit, but I don't think I flew this way. I don't think I flew this way around when I was coming to this world. I know that it loads the gummy ship segments in 2 halves. The first half is determined by the level that you're leaving, and the second half is determined by the level that you're going to. And to be honest, I don't even know if faster ships will get me out of here quicker. Yeah, we'll get looking at what I've got and what I can build. It might just be a case of using the same ship, just upgrading the thrusters and stuff. always used to love shooting at the world and imagining, like, the people down on the world are just being bombarded by laser fire. Right. I'll go do the gummy stuff that I said I was going to do. I've just got to remember which button I have remapped. Ah, there we go. Yes. No, I don't want the tutorial. Even though I probably should. Right. I'm going to put right the wrongs that were made in the last episode. How do I move back? Aha! There we go. The gummy ship music's fun. The levels are slow, boring, and they drag on, especially if you're, like, doing side quests and going between worlds. Oh no, it doesn't need the S. Oh, it's because I've missed out a letter. Yeah, there we go. Not U2, it's UN2. Because I was just counting ahead and I was like, hey, this isn't what I wanted to call it. I've got to remember the 2 is the S. There we go. There. I have put right all that is wrong in this world. The Unsinkable 2. Oh, you could put the, like, different sized cannons onto different buttons, apparently. Right, so if we go to the garage... It's immune to the zinc. Well, that's a 2. It's immune to 2. To 2 ink. It can't have 2 ink. So yeah, these are the models I've got at the moment. Zinc. Yeah, zinc was 2 ink all along. Ah, that's how I edit. Right, so... Oh, yes! Wheels! In case I want to drive it. It scans every direction. Ah, yes. Let's just pop some more guns on this. I think... No, don't move altogether. No, no. Yeah, I should have probably read the guide, but yeah, it'll let it go there at least. Yeah, it's floating in front of the ship, I know, but I don't want to spend too much time on this. just want to put the cool weapons on it and be done. Because, you know, it's one of, like, the worst. Yeah, the game wants me to delete the whole ship. I just wanted to delete all of the gummy ship minigame. I wonder how I select delete stuff. I'll view the tutorial at some point. I'll just upgrade my stuff and go. I don't think I can make myself quicker. Just stick a load of these all over it. Nope. But it just wanted to go with that, because I clearly don't know the controls. That's fine. Just put more guns on it and make it much easier. Although apparently there was an achievement tied into that, I believe. Right. Do some Colosseum stuff. So, when I last left off, I'd gotten myself the Jungle King, which is fine for now. Do I ever need more equipment? No. Good, I've set Cure onto a reasonable hotkey. That is all important. Now, if I remember correctly, Blizzard isn't enough to put these out, but if you come back here with a higher level version of the spell, you can put them out, and there's even some treasure associated with it. Right, let's get talking to good old Phil. I like how he just avoids it and doesn't say he got it from some fiery-haired guy. What class am I playing? I selected the shield at the start and I gave up the sword. I mean, a lot of people say that, like, mage is the best thing to run as this, because, like, magic's really, really good in this, and it really is, but the game's also not suited for you casting spells left, right, and centre. At least not this early on, so you have to, like, be a bit more sparing with your magic. Oh yeah, the enemies aren't going to drop peas for me here. I don't know. Well, I know that if you pick the staff, you get 1 extra MP permanently for the rest of the game. Oh no! Oh, I forgot how absolute, like, rubbish Cloud's fight is. Look like McCree. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. With the, like, full-on, like, sort of poncho type thing going on. Thunder is really good for crowd control. I can't believe I never used to cast. Yeah, I never used to cast a lot on the PS2 version.
Thunder! Thunder! Ha! Ha!
I think these guys are a little resistant to like other magics, but still.
Heal!
They're all like, whoo, and then it's like, Hercules. Yeah, because you can't have, obviously you can't have a world like this without Hercules. But they have this whole thing on, particularly on the first Kingdom Hearts game. Oh, hello, Pyro. They have this whole thing where they like tease the main Disney stars of each world a little, but they kind of give up later on in the game. So I usually call these guys teapots because they kind of look a little like some sort of... Well, they look like a sugar pot, actually. Oh, he's doing a lurk. We need chatters, not lurkers. We need people to react to the epic crossover of Disney and Final Fantasy. Yeah, now Disney owns everything.
Little Punk is your next opponent, okay? Now don't blow. Just take him out.
The great god of the underworld is afraid of a kid? Sorry, but my contract says...
I know! You think I don't know? I wrote the contract! I know it says you're only required to kill Hercules in this tournament. But you gotta fight that kid to get to him. Come on. Hey, it's like that old goat says. Rule number 11. It's all just a game. So let loose and have fun with it.
True.
I mean, a casualty or two along the way. It's no big deal, right?
He is the Meg of this story, yes.
Jeez.
But then when we get to Kingdom Hearts 2, the Meg of the story is Auron.
Like him are hard to come by.
Yeah, I know that sometimes you can like hit them on the head, which is why I was going for it in the front, but get some good timing in to parry that. He really does, because like Cloud's not dead, unless like well this is like Square from all those years ago, so. They were like teasing us with a whole Final Fantasy VII remake and stuff, or like people wanted one. There was a lot of speculation. So maybe they were trying to say like, yeah, Cloud's totally dead.
Is that the best you can do?
Fire!
This is kind of like a Dark Souls fight with all this rolling.
That's the best you can do? That's the best you can do?
Yeah, Dark Souls before it was cool. Well, in the last episode, I did make a big deal out of dodge roll. Ah! Oh, I didn't realise I was that close to beating him. Yeah, it's hard to believe that this came out the year after Final Fantasy X.
Oh, wait, there was one other rule. I forgot. Accident happened.
Ah. Here we go. I believe, like, just like the Hydra in the second one, the strategy is to get on his back sometimes, which is kind of funny because this guy was the OG get up on the Hydra's back, but Phil doesn't yell get up on Cerberus's back. Get up on the Hydra's back! So, I'm going to save the game and I'm going to go in there and help. Not afraid. Yeah. See, all this is because we didn't have the montage song, the Say You Want to Be a Hero. Okay, that turned around quickly.
Kid, I got 2 words of advice for you. Attack!
Yes, at and ack, 2 favourite words. Is it even possible to get on his back? I think locking on's not a good idea during this battle.
Donald!
Probably a waste of MP, but it'd be nice to have him back up to speed. More healing than he'll do for me. Right, so that's a big old shockwave. Oil! Yeah. I think I brought this up in the other one, but it sounds like he's yelling oil.
Heal!
Yeah, he's done his dark vomit attack. So I did manage to get up on him. Answers that question. It hurts so much not having scan. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This build, its lack of scan. Yeah, scan shows their HP. It's not necessary, but it helps you see, like, if you're getting anywhere close to being able to beat this boss. Oh! Looks like I've done it anyway. Yeah, I think you get scan early if you pick the sword. But I decided not to go for the sword, because I can get stronger anyway. A little. It can also help, so you can like, gauge if you're underleveled or not.
Dub the junior heroes and confer upon the full rights and privileges to participate in the games. Further,
Hey, what do you mean, junior heroes?
you rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
Moving the goalpost.
What does it take?
Well, that's just something you'll have to find out for yourselves. Just the way that I did.
My God, he sounds
No
so
problem.
smarmy about
We'll
it.
start by proving ourselves in the games.
There ain't gonna be any games for a while. Gotta clean up
Yeah,
the mess
huge
from that
muscles.
last battle first.
Okay.
Being the son of a
we'll
god.
be back.
I still can't believe that Squirt actually beat Cerberus.
Just between us, I'd already worn Cerberus down by the time the little guy jumped in.
No. Liar.
My lips are sealed.
We all saw that cutscene. He was cornered. Oh, I've got a hero license. I've got a license to be a hero now. It means that
Hey, are you
the
alright?
establishment can't come and cancel my stream now. I'm a hero.
Yeah.
So, why did you go along with him anyway?
I'm looking for someone. Hades promised to help. I tried to exploit the power of darkness, but it backfired.
So,
I fell into darkness, and I couldn't find the light.
fun fact about his outfit.
You'll find it.
He's got elements of
I'm searching too.
the outfit of another character from the same game, Vincent.
For
He's
the
got
light.
Vincent's cloak and like the little gauntlet that gives him the golden claws.
Don't lose sight of it.
How about a rematch sometime? Fair and square, no dark powers involved.
I think I'll pass.
Yeah, he only fights when he's cheating. Oh, so I had guard all this time. So let's remove tech boost, add guard. I don't really want Sonic Blade at this point, I don't think. Especially because it's got an MP cost associated with it. But I can probably get it later on.
He's strong. He's kind. He's always there for you. And he's handsome to boot. He's perfect. Perfect.
Perfectly infuriated. He makes me crazy.
Wait a minute. What are you worried about? All the pieces are in place. Relax. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here's what you do. Let Hercules train the kid. In the next games, I'll take care of them both.
Oh
Who
dear.
invited you to the party? Stay out of this. This is my show.
As
you wish. Fight to your heart's content.
Ooh. But it shouldn't matter because he's a god, so like he doesn't have to worry about the whole heartless thing, I don't think. Oh, I think these extra lasers fire off to the sides. Probably because I've got a load of them. I'm clearing the screen a bit better though. A lot better than I was last time. Yeah, I much prefer Kingdom Hearts 2's gummy ship. It's a lot more fun. This feels very tacked on. It's a little unfortunate. I also seem to be like hitting them when I don't see the laser anywhere near them. Yeah, I could imagine like one of the 100% completion goals for this is collecting the blueprints to every type of enemy gummy ship. And that sounds like it would be an absolute pain. Also, I wonder if those high scores... I don't think they are. I was going to say, I wonder if they'd be transmitted online. Ah, back to the coziest place in Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got guard. So they're telling me where Leon is. Because if you remember, they decided to rename Squall to Leon. So it keeps going on about weird noises. Oh, that's a nice little hint. The tournament's being held somewhere. Pig Shield forgets guard exists. No, I didn't have guard. I don't remember getting guard before the arena. Plus, it kind of clashes with dodge roll, but you kind of just have to remember just to not move the controller. Apparently it's better to parry where possible though. As you get tech points when you do that. Ah yes, the yellow ones that give they give more experience, but they have an attack that can absolutely devastate you. Again, I always really liked those enemies and wanted to see them in like every colour possible. It's another allergy day. Mostly because I've actually been outside. Had a bit of shopping to do. So it means I've just been into the thick of it. Right, let's head to the green room. Yeah, apparently there's a way to get a chest here, and it's just through hitting the clock, but the angle. One of these was supposed to be at 6, so I think it was... Just time flies. There we go. And there's the chest. Yeah, someone pointed that out during the other stream. There was that there, and we couldn't figure it out, so we left it. Ah yes, the green one. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think I picked up a new Trinity after Tarzan's world. Ah, it's the red one. I saw a red one earlier. Also, Donald's absolutely paper thin. I know he's supposed to be like a mage, but it's kind of weird. It seems in the world of Kingdom Hearts, you can't afford to be a dedicated anything. Which is why I think they've kept away from some of the earlier Final Fantasy characters. All right. Public property damage. All just to find Leon. Yeah, I'd realised, but I remember that I needed to use it over here. The Keyblade locked it automatically. I wish I could just point my key at the door and lock it. So, you're supposed to be able to, like, lock the heart of the world so they can't be taken by darkness. But Traverse Town is supposed to be made up not so much of other worlds, but it's kind of a world that adapts to the people that end up there after a world is taken by darkness. yet it has its own keyhole. Oh no, Ansem's reports. But yeah, I'll go check out the alleyway after this. Luckily, apart from Destiny Islands, this doesn't happen to any other world while you're on it. See, now that after the little Tarzan arc, they kind of agree that they need to find both King Mickey and Sora's friends, whereas like Donald and Sora are being quite selfish about wanting to find who they're trying to find. Oh, there's a White Trinity here. I doubt I'll remember it by the time I get to White Trinities. Let's get some more Dalmatians. See if there's anything else in here. Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Actually, no, it does look like there is more down here. Looks like it could be moved at some point. So let's go get that other Trinity. It's got me worried now that I might have missed some elsewhere. Into the Dalmatian's house. Back for more canine crunchies. Again, it's Roger and Anita? The people in Dalmatians? I'm sure it was. I remember Anita because Cruella going, "Anita, darling!" Yeah, it just seems to be Pongo and Purdy here, and, like, their owners nowhere to be seen. More gifts. I remember watching 101 Dalmatians 2. No. The auto-targeting. This is not the ideal place to be fighting one of these guys. Yeah, so I believe like they changed up how they work in Final Mix, so they like charge at you like this after taking so much damage. at least these ones are dropping peas for me to collect. Parried him. They really love these large bodies. I mean, they get introduced in Alice, and then they just show up everywhere. Trying to think where I need to go next. Well, now I've got Thunder, there's a thing I can activate in the 3rd district. I suppose they also gave you magic so you can reach some of those enemies that are just a little out of reach. I think I might skip on that guy. I didn't think flying soldiers came into this early. Yeah, flying soldiers can be a little bit annoying. Just that little. So I know that part of the combat in this is also working out which enemies pose the biggest threat, and then just eliminating them in order of threat. Or trying to, at least. Yeah, you don't have the same kind of combat utility that you have in the second Kingdom Hearts game. They made it a bit more... I think they refined the combat a bit more, but it kind of cost them some exploration elements. Because a lot of the maps in the second game are just big open spaces with a few things to platform on. Whereas in this one, they're fully functioning 3D worlds.
Thunder!
Can't remember what that is supposed to do. But I've linked the districts. I think I need to go talk to Sid, but I'll go to that Trinity first. More public property damage. But the camera really got me there. Yeah. It was fine though. That sort of public property damage is allowed because there were some dogs stuck in a box on the other side. I've got to try and find the lock for this world now, the keyhole for this world. I'll re-equip some items. The mega potions are of course important, just for keeping the party going. And I'll start considering ethers. I've always wondered what could be in a Final Fantasy potion, like what they taste like. And it's interesting that all these characters don't mind. If they're very like herbal and bitter, none of these characters mind that. Like none of the Final Fantasy protagonists. That is if they even drink them. In every game I've ever seen, they just chuck it onto themselves. They just have a little shower in herbs. So it's essentially just like some sort of herbal shower gel or something. Don't think I want to taste that. Oh no, my one weakness, the ceiling. I suppose it's why they made the environment less of a threat in Kingdom Hearts 2. There we go. He went down pretty quickly.
Here.
Here. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not playing this in proud mode. I never realised how difficult the initial Kingdom Hearts was. Got some postcards. And then
Come on.
I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this bit yet, to be honest. I might go talk to Leon again.
Come on.
So I think I'm supposed to be going to see Merlin, but I've not been told about Merlin just yet. Because I can't get into the bell. Not yet, even though I can see that red trinity back there. I probably should be killing more Heartless as well. Don't want to be under-leveled.
Come on.
Yeah, yeah. I had to talk to him twice. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. So, is that he doesn't want to tell me, or he doesn't know how to use it? Ah, the plot. Because if we're going off of his personality based on Final Fantasy VIII, it could be that he knows, but doesn't want to tell us. Because he's got a kind of like, how could you not know this kind of thing going on? It's like, why should I bother? Looks like we're on our way back to the first district again. Not dealing with him. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Because the Keyblade is also the ultimate skeleton key. More postcards required. Time to show him the gummy blocks. Ha! It's so defensive. Like, so what? This thing we don't know. Who cares? I've got to do it this way. Wow. Way to guilt him. Ah, yes, errand time. See, people just go to Sid to fix everything. He fixes machines, fixes books. Ah. Yeah, I wonder if he could fix my marriage. Wait, what marriage? Now I think I can get to the bell. Melons. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Come on.
Please don't go. Yeah. What a convoluted like plan that is. Like whichever one of them invited you there thought that you, acting as a third wheel, could fix their marriage. Facade was such a bizarre experience. I still love the little glitch you could do where if you were partway through the door and you closed it at just the right angle, you could clip out of the map. And then you could still talk to them while you weren't on the map. And then you'd say melons, and Trip would phase through the wall. To make sure I eat my peas, so I can be next to full health. So you don't get a lot of puzzle. I wouldn't say puzzle, but you don't get a lot of like environmental puzzles like that in Kingdom Hearts 2. So there's a trinity that I can't do there. It's to reach that up there, which means I could also probably go get that over there at some point. Maybe not right now, but I don't know. Also, it said empty room. I'm just going through the side entrance. Unless that's the room the way I'm supposed to go in. Oh, Kyrie's here.
It reminds me of the secret place back home, where we used to scribble on the walls. Remember?
Kyrie?
Sora?
Now I'm just thinking of some sort of like convoluted sort of Sora, it's okay, the accident wasn't your fault. And then Goofy's like, Sora? And he's like... yeah, and then when Goofy's like, Sora, he turns around to talk to them, it's like, oh, yes, that's right, guys. Kyrie disappeared in the accident. Or, like, Kyrie died in the accident. And then, they turn around and say, we're not here either. Let go, Sora. And then, like, he's just in this room alone. All alone. None of them were real all along. He really did just pass out at sea on the raft. Oh, here's Merlin with his precognition. Oh, pardon the hiccups. Yeah. Now that's a silly question. Well, neither did Clayton, but I don't think Clayton was a Heartless by that point. Yeah, Merlin's stream sniping. He's not only is he, like, he's come from someone else's stream to come here to, like, come get me. He's a sorcerer now. I thought he was a magician. Can't use those interchangeably. Spends much of his time travelling or time travelling. Well, he's right. He's supposed to be a wizard. I'm sure they call him a magician in Sword in the Stone. Oh yeah, he reads books. That's like that's a cardinal sin of the age. Well, actually, yeah, actually, it's a cardinal sin because he reads books, but he's not like an ordained member of the church. Ah, I'm sent here by the king. Well, yeah, there's that too. But what I'm getting at as well is, I know you're, yeah, I've just keyed into you're doing a tabletop game reference, but what I'm getting at now is like, back in like those days, I'm sure like the only people who knew how to read were in the church. But he's clearly just a magician. I wonder if he's gonna hockety pockety wockety whack this room into shape. Presto. And do you know what's awkward? I'm just gonna leave it on this frame for a second. Because he's just cast a spell and said presto. Nothing's happened. I am not impressed. Oh wow. A bot has come in to try and sell. To sell me watches. Yeah, not impressed though. Also, hi Rupee. Oh. Here they come. Yeah, this CST, this Stopang, whatever. Wow. Oh, I wanted the song. I wanted to be like, hockety pockety wockety whack. Whatever else. Abracadabra. I don't know, he says stuff. Stuff. Magic stuff. Can start anytime you like. Yeah, I don't really need magic training. One more thing. So, he had her. He had the fairy godmother shrank inside the tiny little carriage inside his bag. I think he just kidnapped her. She's the fairy godmother, not my fairy godmother, not someone's fairy godmother. She's the fairy godmother. So what if multiple people need her at the same time? I wonder if there is like a video about that, where it's like who's more powerful, who's the most powerful magician or magic user in all of the Disney movies. Genie would definitely be up there though. Right, so let's get talking to her. Well, that's all she has to say for now. Let's give him the Book of Pooh. Here, take this book covered in poo. It's not mine. I stole it. Yeah, things somehow. Do you know he's typical OAP? That's the excuse that they give when they rob shops is it just somehow found its way into their bag. It's like, oh, what's this? Washing up liquid? It somehow found its way into my bag. That is a good point. Has anyone actually... Yeah, has anyone actually... Because I'm sure they used to print characters onto toilet paper a long time ago. I mean, you wouldn't be able to use it because it's already got poo on it. But that's enough enough talk on that topic. That's Sid, a man of many talents. Fairy godmother about that. I just spoke to her a moment ago. A summon gem. I wonder if everyone becomes a summon gem. Alright, so not everyone, just those with strong hearts. So, I suppose they just didn't want a lion ending up in Traverse Town, so they gave the excuse that he turns into a gem. Yeah, Simba's actually really useful crowd control. Ugh, Jiminy. Ah, that's good. I can't remember if Simba makes a reference to the fact that he might know Sora from somewhere. I know Sora recognises him. No, let's not practice magic. So where did he say he left the book? The camera in this house is awful. Is it this book here? Is it? Oh. Oh no, it's there. I'm sure I can go into it before it's got any pages in it officially. Okay, so now officially this stream will probably be blocked in China, and I'll probably be blocked outright for making that statement. So if you don't hear from me again, they've come for me.
Think, 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 think.
Hi there. What's wrong?
If they ever released this in China, they'd cut this bit out.
Thinking.
They really would.
Oh.
I was thinking of how to say goodbye to Pooh.
Pooh?
Yes,
Wait a second. You're Pooh?
yes, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Pooh for short. Who are you?
I'm Sora.
Oh, hello, Sora. Have you
That's
come to
terrifying.
say goodbye to Pooh too?
Well, no. Why would I do that? We've only just met.
I'm going to do a
Because
poo at
everyone's
Paul's.
gone away.
What do you mean?
Well, we all lived here in the 100-acre wood, and we'd take walks together. or play poo sticks. And every day I'd eat some honey. Just one small smackerel would taste very good right now. But now, everyone is gone.
I've always
All
thought
my
smackerel
friends
was such a
and
funny
my
word.
favorite honey tree, too. Everyone must have gone away while I was napping, I think. So, who knows? Maybe I shall end up going away somewhere as well. But I wonder, how do I say goodbye to
Yeah, it could be a
myself?
mackerel you smack people with.
Think. Oh, my tumbly is getting rather rumbly.
Oh no, he's going to kill again. That is a serial killer swagger. I think that's everything that's here for now. I was hoping that Eeyore's house would be here, but Eeyore's not here, so he can't have built his house. Oh hey, Pooh's house is here as well. So, fun fact, you can actually break Eeyore's house. And if you do, he moves it to another spot. Haha! He doesn't suspect that the sniper was on his very own lawn. Yeah, he really needs some curtains on that window. Wonder if I can...
See ya! Fire!
Oh yeah, that's nice. Don't think it does anything. Yeah. Caught him with no pants on. I mean, when you think about it, Pooh's the freak out of all of the animals in the 100 Acre Wood. Because he wears a shirt, like everyone else is just... Well, you could actually argue that Piglet's wearing something, but like I never knew what that was supposed to be. Like I never got Piglet. Like what was that? Was it a body warmer? Of course, I'll take Pooh's precious elixir. Is it? It looks so weird. Yeah, he really does have a honey problem. And he's even bought some of his own merchandise. Can I? No. Oh, that would have been funny. I just break into his house, take his stuff, and jump out the window. Now I can actually make the shot without breaking the window. And then shut the window afterwards. So, Owl is aware of their nature inside a book. Drop a save, because it's been a while since I have. And then go to the barely visible exit. Ooh, a blue trinity. Again, Merlin brought that with him. It wasn't in this room until Merlin came here. So since I've got to exit this place, I might as well have a look. Nah, I think you need to probably glide to get to it. Epic swimming. Thankful there's nothing living in there. Uh-oh.
There you are. What's going on?
Riku!
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
that's the
cut
first
it
thing I
out.
do when I'm excited to see
I'm
my
not
friend.
shaving this time.
Just stick my thumbs in his
Right?
mouth.
I hope not. Took forever to find you.
Riku! Wait a second, where's Kairi?
Isn't she with you? Well, don't worry. I'm sure she made it off the island too. We're finally free.
Also didn't like the look
Hey,
of that sword he had.
She might even be looking for us now. We'll all be together again soon. Don't worry. Just
Gift
leave
lips.
everything to me. I know this.
Leave it to who?
Sora, what did you...
I've been looking for you, and Kairi too, with their help.
Ah, yes. I've been clubbing things to
Who
death.
are they?
We've visited so many places and worlds, looking for you.
Really? Well, what do you know? I never would have guessed.
No one's a naught just yet.
Sora's the Keyblade
No one's been
master.
naughted just yet.
What's that mean?
So, this is called a Keyblade?
Huh? Hey, give it back!
Also, look at that. He's able to hold it for a very long
Catch.
time.
Whoa. Okay,
So
so
that's
you're coming
foreshadowing.
with us, right? We've got this awesome rocket. Wait till you see it.
No, he can't come.
What?
Forget it.
Oh, come on. He's my friend.
I don't care.
So,
Oh, he's gone.
Riku? Nice going.
sort of, but I don't want to
Oh,
reveal
well.
too much,
Least
even
he's
though I
okay.
think everyone here
And who knows?
is somewhat aware.
Maybe we'll run into Kairi soon, too.
I just noticed. So, it kind of came up in the other stream a little. When we were in the Tarzan world, Jane's face was clearly a JPEG. Like, just a texture. Or at least her eyes were. So throughout that scene, the eyes had swapped from being 3D models to just textures on the face. All based on like where the character was in the scene and how and if they had to emote. So now that I've noticed that, I'm probably gonna spot it in more cutscenes. It's absolutely bizarre. Where's Sid gone? So I have to go back to the 3rd district. But I just came from there. Really didn't like the look of Riku's sword. That looks like a bad guy's sword. Oh, Maleficent's in town. here to strut her stuff. You see, her biggest issue in this is all the villains that she's brought together to try and act as this big villain alliance. They all just want to do their own thing. I think the only one who's truly committed to the greater goal that she's working towards is Jafar. Pretty much all the others are selfish. She's been using the Heartless for years! I don't know, I just think that's a very weird statement. Oh, it's been donkey years since I last used the Heartless, but she's been using them for years. "9 years ago. Ansem? So... Oh, he's unlurking. Haha. This report should tell us how to get rid of the Heartless. So, this guy who studied the Heartless for a very long time has only got one report on the Heartless. Only one. Ooh. Korma. Is it a slow cooker korma or is it a
You see,
pan
it's
korma?
just as I told you.
An oven top
While
korma?
you toiled away trying to find your dear friend, he quite simply replaced you with some new companions. Evidently, now he values them far more than he does you. You're better off without that wretched boy. Now think no more of him and come with me. I'll help you find what you're searching for.
Ah. Yeah, that is true. Somewhat confusingly, the Heartless are made up of 100% heart. You'd think that they'd call the husk that's left behind the Heartless, because that's the one that lacks the heart, but no, that's a nobody. But all that gets cleared up if you watch the video Kingdom Hearts in a Nutshell. I love that video so much. Now, it kind of proves that the this game's director, I forget the name, but they just they like the sound of things. They do things because they like the sound of them a lot. Like Birth by Sleep is only called Birth by Sleep because they wanted to use the acronym BBS. No reason, it just felt like it. Just on a whim. The title doesn't really make that much sense either. He's gonna get back to his real job. What's my real job? You'll see. He's a serial killer, isn't he? I mean, he lives in an abandoned house in the 3rd district where nobody lives because of the Heartless. The place is in ruins. Like, look at that, the wallpaper's coming off, there's boxes still everywhere. The bell in the 2nd district. boarded up and nobody can get in there, you say? Sounds like it's time for some more, property damage. Yeah, this is a good series. It's just there's so many weird decisions about it, and it just gets needlessly convoluted. And some of it seems like the story's just being written as it goes along. But right, think about this. This game came out about a year after Final Fantasy X, which I can't remember what year that was in. That came out, but it's only just had its third entry about a year or two ago, so fairly recently. This was just phase 1. All of what's come out in all these years was just phase 1. Which, it's like, if it took them that long to get through one phase, what's the next phase going to be like? It's going to take forever. By the time it's done, I'll be an old man. And I've almost reached, like, fake old status. Yeah, all the crazy people out there that think 30's old. No, I don't want to go down there because I don't want to spawn his friends. I guess I'll leave him. Nope. It's not even real old though. It's fake old. Like, everyone always complains about how 30's old. And I think everyone thinks it's old because people keep complaining about it being old. It's the large lad again.
Come on.
He should be getting angry sometime soon. There we go.
Come on.
So those bodies are, those Heartless are called large body Heartless. And we've already established that Heartlesses are actually all heart and no body because they leave their body behind. But Heartless aren't nobodies. But that's a large body, so it clearly has a body. Am I a nobody? No, you're a somebody. Oh, I cannot do any impressions to save my life. goes Goofy shouting oil again. It's like, Goofy, be quiet, or the US military will be on knocking at your door. Don't let them know about the oil. I think that's the last bit of property damage for now. It really does not sound like the noise a physical bell would make. I think it's got to be done once more. Aha, there's the keyhole. Nice and easy. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I know that I'm supposed to be going to the thing, but I'll hop in here since I've gotten up here.
Thunder! Here!
I'm sure there's supposed to be treasure in here. Oh yeah, there's something.
This should help. Here!
There we go, it's one of the postcards. Yeah, that fight is... I'm sure it's intentionally made that annoying. Uh-oh, it's one of these guys again. He's dead. Yeah, I missed the purple one as well. So they decided to recolor a lot of the Heartless for the final mix version. Oh no, now he's put his shoes on his hands and his gloves on his feet. Did any of you ever do that as a kid? Like, just put your shoes on your hands? And then like walk, like crawl around. Yes, it's so relatable. But yeah, that's essentially what this guy has done.
Here! Thunder!
I wish he would come down.
Come on!
This guy isn't really a threat. Like, there's nothing that they could have done. I'm not sure when I get HP scan. At this point, because I chose the shield first and gave it the sword. But yeah, like I'm saying, he's not much of a threat. And there's not really much you can do to this enemy to make it more threatening. Like, they try and make him come off as more menacing. I think the only annoying thing about him is that he floats. Even this big scary cannon attack that he's doing is nothing. See that hardly any damage at all. Eat some of those big peas. All he has left now is the cannon. And I can even guard it. Or roll, but still. It's kind of interesting because the boss Clayton was a much harder boss than that. That's it, we've locked it in place. I wonder who hid those gummy pieces in there, though. Oh, the allergies are really kicking in tonight. So his job is just standing there and staring. So he sells gummy blocks. I suppose that's kind of like a shop that he stood next to, but it doesn't look like they've implemented him with it very well, and you can't see any of what his stock is supposed to be. What does this guy have to say? Oh no. If money talks, and I've got, like, 3,400 money, I can just imagine, like, the sound of all their little voices. Tournament being held at the Colosseum. Well then, let's head to the Colosseum. And I should have warp drive. I should have used the warp drive. Now I can sit for another one of these. My own fault. over soon. Oh, here comes part 2. I think it's secretly loading in the background to figure out what the next part is. I'm sure that's how they set this up. So what cup have we got? The Phil Cup. Oh no, that's the one that I beat earlier. Is it? No, actually no, because I'm 10th. Jungle Vice. Monkey and Magic. Oh no. Oh no. Monkey. Make sure I save it. Monkey. Monkey. Either you enter together or you don't enter at all. More monkeys. Oh yeah, I forgot I've got arrow. I don't think it's worth equipping just yet. Not that I can in the middle of the Colosseum, of course. I can still cast it from the menu. So that'd be... Whose toes are those? It's the second stream where that came up. And it's funny that he was accompanied by all those monkeys. Yeah, they're a lot closer, but they were also that shade of, in the Colosseum when you fight the legs or arms, they're always that weird shade of purple. It's strange that they decided to put like that part of the boss in here as a regular enemy. Now they've got the gauntlets as well. We've also got our old friend. Oh, hey Pen. Yeah, we've also got our old friend, the Shadow, who I currently don't want to be targeting.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
That's fine. Any bit of support is welcome. Oh, what's these green teapot guys? Oh dear. Oh, didn't even have time to get a swing off on him. Goofy, stop knocking him to the side. I can't get around him. We've almost got the full armor again.
This should help. Heal.
So when they're not attached to an armored body, they're actually more of a threat.
This should help.
I should be making more use of the guard, I think. Again, yeah, I know the meme. I know the joke. Picks the shield, forgets God exists.
Heal. Come on. Thunder.
There we go. Just this one to do. And now they've given us the body to fight. I don't know, it's kind of like a big one of those guys.
Heal.
Oh, is that Goofy down, I see.
Here.
It'd be nice if he'd let me, like, stop hitting him after he'd actually died. I think we're almost there. In fact, we are there.
We're the champs.
We're the chimps! Ooh, nice. Knitting a mitten? Just one mitten? You're not going to make another? Yeah, there was a lot of monkeys in that. Monkey. Still can't open that yet. Ah, there's a green Trinity mark over there. Time to go through the wormhole. Yeah, probably is all of the cups. That might be the Olympus Keyblade thing. Once I touch down at the next world, I'm going to see if I can actually head back, because I'm sure that I'm missing a Keyblade that I should have gotten from Merlin. I don't know if it's at this point you get it, or later on, but oh, this is intense. I've gone into the secret, secret asteroid level. For going warp speed. I'm gonna fight a slot machine soon. Absolutely obliterating them. Pew pew. Oh. The music's increased in tone. No, it's changed key, I mean. Because it's changed key, you know what that means? It's more serious. Agrabah! Right. I should be able to warp here now if I wanted to. I'm gonna go see if Merlin's got that thing for me. It's not just a new world, it's a whole new world. I know that was terrible, I should end the stream right now. Been to the cavern. Oh, the cavern below. Practice magic.